Hi everyone! Today's painting is another custom cat portrait, and I have to say, those eyes completely won me over. As soon as I saw the reference photo, I knew I wanted to keep the composition really close. Sometimes a full body portrait tells the story, and sometimes all you need is a face. This cat definitely falls into the second category. The whole painting took about an hour and 20 minutes, but you're watching the condensed version. Watercolor is a wonderful medium, but it does involve quite a bit of waiting for layers to dry. Trust me, you're not missing much. It's mostly me staring at the paper and hoping I haven't made a terrible decision. And I did make a few mistakes here, but thankfully they're easy to correct. And actually, you know what a watercolor is all about: water flow and not controlling too much, or at least let the water do its thing. I started with very light washes to map out the face, and I always remind myself not to rush this stage, even though I'm usually impatient and already thinking about the eyes. The eyes are almost always my favorite part of painting animals. They don't have to be incredibly detailed. They just have to feel alive. Once I get those little highlights in, it suddenly starts looking less like paper with paint on it and more like there's a curious little cat looking back at me. As you can see here, the impatient part of me almost ruins this painting, and I almost have to start all over again. And that happens sometimes. But that's okay. You know, I'm still learning, and in my case, watercolor is just playing with paint. Well, actually, almost everything I do is play, a little bit of play, because I'm still a kid at heart. And I think that happens to most artists around. We just like playing and we like being curious. Anyway, at the end come the whiskers. They're always a little nerve-wracking because one wrong line can completely change the expression. Thankfully, this cat was forgiving. One of the reasons I love painting pet portraits is that every single one is different. Even when two cats have similar colors, they never have the same expression. Every portrait feels like getting to know a little bit a new little personality. If you ever thought about commissioning a portrait of your own pet, I'd love to paint it for you. My watercolor portraits start at 55 euros for an A4 size, like this one. Wash also starts at 55 euros, and acrylic portraits start at 75, just because paint is more expensive and canvas is more expensive. They pretty much take me the same time, more or less, and I put the same effort and the same love in both mediums. Well, in the three mediums. It's just supplies are more expensive. You'll find my emails and my Etsy shop in the description below if you'd like to get in touch. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes painting with me today. I really appreciate every single one of you who watch these videos, and I hope I'll see you again in the next one. And knowing me, I'll probably involve some other cat or another butterfly or maybe both, or maybe a dog. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.